Hello, how's everybody doing? So welcome to the first video on my YouTube channel. I figured that starting with a DIY would be a great place to start on my channel because I've been doing crafts and stuff like that since I was out of the womb. So this is a very familiar space for me, and hopefully it'll make the transition a lot easier. The reason I wanted to make today's video is because my friend and I went to the fabric store in the next town over, and I found the most gorgeous, beautiful, blue, shiny fabric ever. The camera honestly doesn't even do it justice, but as you can see, it like rainbows. I'll show you up close. It's these little tiny like gems that are glued to it, and it just absolutely sparkles and shines, and it is so absolutely gorgeous. I could not believe my eyes when we saw it. And it was on clearance for like $7 for a meter. So I think I got like a meter and a half squared for like $9, $10. It was awesome because they always give you like a little bit extra. But so my vision is I want to make a rave outfit. I want to make like a scarf out of this, like a pashmina to wrap around my head, which like shouldn't be too hard. I'm literally just gonna like cut a strip and hem the edges. I think I'm a little bit worried about hemming the edges just because these are a little bit hard. I don't want them to break the needle, but I think it should be okay. And then I want to make a... Hey guys, I'm editing right now, and I just want to come on here and say that I'm not picking my nose. I have cats, and cat hair gets stuck on my septum ring, so I'm always just playing with it and picking it. I promise you that I don't be picking my nose that often. Don't judge me. Kind of like a bikini top shirt. So my vision is to have like a circular ring, maybe acrylic or metal in the middle, and then like 2 panels of fabric wrapping around like my chest, going like this, and then like tying it in the back, and then maybe possibly, I don't know if I want to do this yet, either like a chain going up around the neck from the ring, or I would just make little string out of this, which I think I might do depending on the ring that I can find, and like if I can find something that matches, maybe I would do a chain. But I definitely have to do the tying somehow, because if not, it's not gonna stay on if I'm dancing, and that's kind of the whole point. Ignore how bad my drawing is, but this is like the vision. Like it kind of wraps around, bikini top, like kind of like a mermaid shirt situation. First things first is we need to go to the craft store, which is only like a couple blocks away. I'm gonna walk there and try and find some sort of ring for the middle of the shirt, and maybe possibly like a chain or something. So let's go. You guys, honestly, look how beautiful it is out here. The fog and the frost on the trees. Oh, it looks so good. Can you even see that? I don't know. I'm having an amazing walk, and it's not too cold out. And I might stop and hug one of the trees because I want to. I've spotted my tree. I'm gonna hug that one. Look how cute it is. Hug the trees, guys. I made it to the craft store. I made it. Oh, go ahead.
Thank you.
Oh,
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good. I'm not exactly sure where to look because I don't exactly know what I'm looking for. Like maybe something like that, but I don't want the holes in it. But we're getting close. That's almost what I need. Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you have like leather string, like leather twine? I don't know how to describe it. Maybe I'm calling it wrong. But like some sort of a string that's like kind of rubbery, plasticky.
Okay. Like that?
Okay.
Tiny like that?
Maybe. I was kind of hoping to find something thicker.
Okay, this is suede.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay.
perfect. So do I just buy this by the length or the whole
By
roll?
meter.
Okay,
Which is 40
awesome.
inches each meter.
Perfect, thank
Okay.
you. This I made for a different DIY, so it's exciting that I found that. I made it back from the craft store. And I ended up buying a few more things than I actually needed because I do have a lot of other projects that I have started that I have like loose ends for. But to do with this project, I will show you what I got. So I did find a perfect circular ring thing. Looks like this. Can you see that? I think that it's gonna be pretty much exactly what I need. And it doesn't have like a hole in it like a lot of those other ones did. I didn't like how those ones had like openings because I don't want this to open like ever. So yeah, I think that'll be a good size. I'm happy about that. And it was like $2, so that's exciting. And then I got a few more of those bobbins for your sewing machine. Then I got some embroidery string because I have iron-on patches that I want to glue onto my hiking backpack, and then I'm just gonna sew them on there as well so they don't fall off. I got some embroidery needles, a few more, which is exciting. And then some elastic, just for another thrift flip that I have. Let's get started with the real task at hand. You can really see how gorgeous that fabric is. Like, wow. I think I'm gonna start with the scarf because that should be easier. And what I'm honestly gonna do is I'm gonna get a scarf that I use right now and measure the width of it and then just cut it. And then I think maybe I will hem the edges. Yeah. Okay, so I've got the fabric all laid out here. I've got my black scarf that I use all the time that I know I like the size of. And I just realized this is gonna be very easy because the pattern on the scarf is made of stripes. So all I have to do is measure right along there, and then I can just follow the correct line all the way to the other end. So I'm just going to connect the corner of my black scarf. So right there, I'm probably just gonna make a little snippet right there. And then we can cut along the entire scarf. Okay, so the scarf has been cut. Oh, I'm just obsessed with this fabric. Like, are you kidding me? The way that it glitters, like at a rave, that is gonna be so beautiful. So this is like a little baby idea of, like, that is so sick. Okay, so for the next part of the DIY, I'm gonna make a shirt / halter top situation. I actually did go and watch some videos, and I'm gonna alter my design just a little bit just because I want it to actually be sturdy and hold everything in place while I'm like running around, dancing, talking to people. I don't want to be worrying about like my stuff falling out. So I'm gonna do more of like 2 panels up here, and then I'm also gonna have a panel down there, and that's actually where it's going to tie rather than it tying in the back right by my breast. So what I'm gonna do is gonna measure from the center right till there, and then it says to -4 centimeters, so I'm at 29, so I guess I'll go down to 25. So I'm gonna make 2 panels that are 25 centimeters by 70 centimeters, and we're gonna make them kind of like triangles so that at the end it's more of like straps that can tie around my neck. And then for the bottom straps, it's gonna be 10 centimeters by 80 centimeters around, and I think we're gonna do 2 of those. I'm hoping that I'm gonna have enough fabric. I think it should be okay, but I was also kind of hoping to double it up, like layer it, because it's quite see-through, but we will see what I can do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna measure 25 centimeters wide, and again, I'm kind of gonna go by the stripes of the glitter that's on the pattern rather than going by exact centimeters, because I just feel like that makes it easier. And I don't, normally I would use chalk, but I don't know if I have any, so I'm just going to use my little push pins as markers. So I put a marker right here because this to this is 25 centimeters. And then I'm also gonna do the same, but I'm gonna measure up this way and I'm gonna go to 70. And again, we're gonna make it go skinnier. We're gonna cut it in a triangle shape when we go this way, so that the top will be kind of like our straps. But yeah, okay, so I have one measured out like this. Now I'm gonna do the other one. Okay, now that I've completed my 2 like triangle pieces, I'm gonna cut out my 2 rectangular strap pieces that are gonna tie around my waist. Oh, I just cannot get over how beautiful this is. Are you kidding? But yeah, so I'm gonna cut out the straps and then we're gonna get to sewing. Okay, I cut out my 2 long straps and I think that I decided I do have enough fabric that I'm gonna double up on everything. So I'm gonna make 2 more of those straps and I'm gonna make 2 more of the triangle panels. There's 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. I'm gonna hem the edges so that they are together. Now that my pieces are hemmed, I'm gonna sew my triangle top pieces to the bottom straps. The most important thing though is I'm just gonna leave like 6 centimeters of space so that we can afterwards put the ring in there and it will be kind of scrunched up like that. Okay, now that these pieces are sewn together, you can kind of see that the top is coming together. Okay, you guys, I actually just had to go off camera and undo all of that stitching because I forgot to ruffle the panels, which as you can see makes the world of a difference. Like, it just looks like there's so much more shape in the shirt, so I had to go and undo all this stitching and do it again. I don't really want to talk about it, but it's fixed now. Just like if you guys decide to make it, don't forget to ruffle the boob panels because it will look a lot better if you do. I had to take a brief intermission because I had to go to work and do my job. So it is now like 10:35 and I'm going to sew the ring in the middle of my shirt and then we're pretty much done. And then I'm gonna try it on and do a little like fit reveal, and yeah, I'm excited. Now for real, the next step is going to be to sew the ring. You get the idea. Sew the ring in the middle like this. Okay, I just pinned it like this at the like kind of left the amount of space right there that I wanted, and then I'm just gonna do a stitch up and down here, and I'm really gonna go over it multiple times because I want that to be tight on there. what it looks like all sewed on there. Now I'm just gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, here is the finished top. Very gorgeous. I'm gonna do a try on haul quickly and the matching scarf. Actually, I'm just gonna put it on. Okay guys, here is the final look. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. The way that it glitters, like the rainbow holographic of it is, it actually mesmerizes me. I'm so excited. I think the ring like idea that turned out super cute, and it's not too see-through at all. Like the double layer, I don't think you can even really see any nib coming out, which is awesome. I think it's super cute in the back. Like the ties, the way they shimmer are super cute too. And like even just this scarf can be super cute as like a little tie on the bottom, which I love. Oh, just the way that it catches the light is so insane. And then you can also put it on your head if you need to. And then it's a cute little pashmina that matches your outfit. Like, are you kidding me? I would say that this is a very successful DIY. I'm absolutely obsessed. I think this only took me like 4 hours in total, like to do the scarf and the shirt. Like it was super, super simple. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a lot of wear out of this summer, and hopefully a lot longer if all the stitching and everything holds up. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.